hello there. It's Paul Mash TV time again. Thank you so much for joining us. Got another great interview coming up for you in just a moment. But before we get into that, don't forget there's that subscribe and bell down there. And if you click both of them, anytime a new episode comes your way, you'll be notified. And if you want to leave a comment on the comment section, you're welcome to. And we're on Facebook as well, facebook.com/Paul Mash TV. And you can follow us there, send us an inbox, even comment on the things you see there. And also, we have email as well, of course. It's paulmashtv, all one word, at gmail.com. And if you're a band or a solo artist that would like to be on our show, just send us an email and we'll get back to you on how to do that. But if you're just simply a fan, you're welcome to use that same email address and we'll talk to you there. And all this is going to be recapped at the closing credits at the end of the show, so stay tuned for that. From Woodstock, New York, we have Journey Blue Heaven, and we're about to play a commercial for Galtar, a guitar made for women, and this woman is the one that created that. And we're going to have an interview with her about that and her music career and so forth. So I know you don't want to miss that. And we're going to get right to the commercial of Galtar, and it starts right now, so don't go away. We'll be right back.
Ready in 5.
Darling, when nothing else seems to match up. Galtar, the musical apparel that fits any outfit. Galtar, bringing heaven to earth. One gal at a time. GaltarHeaven.com.
Okay, we're back, and as you've seen that commercial of Galtar, we've been playing that for a while, and we got the creator of Galtar with us today, Journey Blue Heaven. Thanks for joining us, Journey.
Thank you, Paul, for having me. It's just such a privilege and a pleasure to finally meet you. And since we have such an amazing mutual friend, Chris Spirer, and many other women and men that are on his musical indie roster, it's a great pleasure and honor. Thank you so much, Paul.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, we're glad to have you here. Why don't you tell us a little bit, for those that don't know, tell us a little bit about this Galtar, that way people can get familiar with that.
Well, if you're a musician, you may play the guitar, and you may play a lot of hours, the 8 hours, or off and on a lot. And you'll notice as a woman, you kind of it pinches your bosom, or you have to rest it on there in a comical way, but it's actually true, or you have to kind of slouch. So what I've created is a kind of a God idea, is that we have a little modification in the guitar. And a lot of the thing that people ask me is, does it change the sound? And I say, no, it makes it better. So I actually have one here, which I would like to show you. This is a beautiful prototype. This one has particulars, the material of a nice bent wood, like a mahogany. And it's been done with a regular 100 acoustic guitar. And it can be done with any other guitars right now. And it was made by a very amazing luthier, Dave Schneider, in Woodstock. And like I told you before, Woodstock has incredible musicians and amazing luthiers per capita. We usually have the guitar festival, the Luthier Festival, there at Bearsville, New York. But yeah, this guitar sounds beautiful, and it just goes like this. It's in a Joni Mitchell tuning right now, but it just feels cozy like that. So it's definitely an exciting time. I explained to you at the other juncture that there's some guitar companies looking at it right now. Mm-hmm. And it's been a long time coming. I've knocked on many doors, turned down many times, but I'm one of those gals that just don't stop until we get the job done.
Okay, well, if you'd like to get a guitar yourself, just go to GaltarHeaven.com and fill out a form, and you'll get a quote right back, and I'm sure that you'll enjoy it. But why don't you tell us a little bit about how you started as an artist? I mean, I'm sure you've always wanted to be one since you were little, but tell us in your own words.
Yes, well, it's been a an interesting journey, so to speak, without the pun intended. I had the privilege of growing up with many artistic souls and musicians, and I just have experienced things in my life growing up. When my mom was in a band, she was in many bands. With my dad playing music all my life, and then my other dad, and so we've just had all the different incarnations, and that's like kind of the media family, the musician family, and everybody kind of is all related in some sense because we have that very personable bond. And so that is the story. And that's kind of once you have vitamin M in your veins and you grow up hearing the real sound of people storytelling and harmonizing together, there's nothing really better than that. So I'm just blessed to have been able to come up with this Galtar heaven. And at the moment, I just want to be clear with everyone that I can help people to modify their guitars like this. I don't have full on manufacturing right at the moment, but I do have many samples of the guitar cases, which I'll show you right here. Since I did want to do a very good presentation for the Galtar, the anatomically correct guitar, this is a little big, but this is a standard guitar, but it's a full on leather case. And I have many samples and prototypes of beautiful guitar cases that I started to make that will go along with the Galtar umbrella of the apparel that we're working on. And we have some really exciting patented ideas coming up for electric guitar cases that no other companies are doing. So we're really excited because we're a lot of different women and men that a think tank that are putting our heads together for more functional and useful instruments and carrying cases. So that's very exciting. And thank you for asking about it,
You can also sell those cases at the same website because I know there's a list of cases you.
Exactly. We have a lot of really cool cases, and I can help you to get those kind of things going for you if you would like a little extra panache and fashion and function, have you be coming first. Because as they say, necessity is the mother of invention.
Mm-hmm.
And you do actually play shows and you're changing your batteries and you need capos and you need tuners, you have a way of coming up and thinking this needs to be improved, and you don't really want to depend on many of the the everybody else to do it for you, or you'd be waiting a while. So it's very exciting stuff. Thank you so much for asking us about it, Paul. I really appreciate it.
No problem. We're happy to advertise that for you.
Mm-hmm.
What were some of the artists you grew up with that really helped influence you to be the artist you are today?
Oh, I will have to say, first and foremost, Joni Mitchell, being the fact that my mom went to a Joni Mitchell concert pregnant with me, and also as an artist in her own right, brought painting to Joni. And of course, the guy that she was with wasn't able to go backstage, but my mom ended up going backstage. I guess if you go to a Joni concert pregnant and with a painting, you get special treatment. So that when I hear her stuff like Help Me in the tunings that she does in 1974, it's just a visceral feeling of joy and introspection and the process of women, and also the empowerment and process of coming to a blossom. Also later on was Bob Dylan, but some of the jazz influences as well. I did play the trumpet. I play it a little bit now and again in my band. And a lot of Miles Davis, Lambert Hendricks Ross, a lot of that stuff. But Paul Simon, James Taylor. Oh, it goes on and on. Laura Nero, Moody Blues, and I give it a shout out to Norda in advance, who you're going to have on. I had the pleasure of meeting her from Chris Spira, and also I would like to give a shout out, Chris. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Chris. We love you. We all love him so much.
Yeah,
He does.
he's really an amazing guy, and he's been helping me get artists just like you for quite some time now, and we do appreciate Chris for that.
It's awesome. He does amazing work, and also we got to meet you, and I revere what you guys do. What's the other bloke he had me do an interview? Steven Adams out in LA. He's wonderful as well. Very fun. So he just hooks up a lot of people, and we'd like to give a shout out to Chris. Thank you so much, Chris. And also he just sent me, I'm so privileged. He sent me the song that he helped make me the CD, Year of Jubilee, from the 2019 Journey Blue Heaven album, and it just went to like #1 or something. So I'm very excited, and I'm most greatly indebted to Chris and all of you guys for, helping to give us the platform and lifting us up. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem. Now we can find all your music on all streaming platforms. Is that right? And can we find social media?
Yeah, Journey Blue Heaven. You'll see a couple older albums. Rock City Revival, You're All I Need. Give Thanks and Praise, and you'll find a myriad of things. Lately I haven't had, you probably have old footage of 2019. I better start uploading some new videos and things, just because, a lot of the logistics of getting this company going and things, I haven't had time for the forefront of the visual part of it. So maybe we'll get going up in that department pretty soon.
Okay, I know you're on social media too, like Facebook. Is there any others you'd like to share? Or?
Yeah, well, if you want to look at Galtar Heaven, that's on Instagram, and on Facebook, it's capital JB and then the word heaven. So any way you want to reach out, if you want to be a part of the Galtar Heaven Enterprises, if you have ideas, if you're a seamstress, if you'd like to take on boutiquing, I have lots of materials, really cool, like turquoise leather. If you have an industrial machine, if you want to be part of the Galtar Heaven, it's really all about empowerment of humanity and people learning how to harmonize together their gifts and what they do best.
Okay. All right. Well, get that music on Galtar Heaven. Like you said, she said everything is out there. So check that out. And you just mentioned Year of Jubilee, and that is the video we're going to be showing in just a minute. What's the story behind that song? It sounds like a great song. I mean, it is a great song, but tell us the story behind that.
Wow. Well, it's interesting you should ask. I read a lot of scriptures, the first book, the Pentateuch, Moses, and I try and stick to it and live by that. And in some sense, in the Old Testament, there's a time in the a time where it's called Year of Jubilee, and it comes by around every 50 years. It's where all of our debts are erased, and any kind of things you owe to anybody or any kind of time that needed forgiveness, this time comes around. So it was that concept or sentiment gave me much inspiration to write about that. And in some sense too, it talks about one day of rest, which is the Sabbath. So I've just been recognizing that as some of the people who read the blue sapphire tablets know what I'm talking about. So I think you might. So I appreciate asking. Thanks so much, Paul.
Yeah, no problem. And we'll get to that video in just a moment. But I think that's about all we need for now, Jubilee. I'm sorry, Journey.
I love that.
But But yeah, I'm sorry about that. But anyway,
Please don't apologize. I think it might stick, Paul.
but we thank you for coming on. We'd love to have you back again sometime if you have anything new to share with us and promote for us. So
Anytime, Paul, anytime. Thank you for letting me be a part of your archive. It's a great privilege. So
yeah.
good to meet you.
Yeah, no problem. So anyway, let's watch Year of Jubilee by Journey Blue Heaven, and it starts right now.
To each of them their possession, while he's looking down around on his very own collection. According to Luke 10:19, I can read out the fakes. I got authority to step on scorpions, demons, and snakes. And it's alright to let the land be follow one more day. It's a great good Lord, almighty way that we all don't miss the train. 'Cause he's coming down, 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 and like it's never been done. Things are looking up, child, rolling like thunder, and then the world is one. I said every knee shall bow, and the captive be set free. 5000 2019, year of Jubilee. 'Cause it's alright to let the land lay follow one more day. It's a great good Lord, almighty way that we all don't miss the train. 'Cause it's alright to let the land lay follow one more day. It's a great good Lord, almighty way that we all don't miss the train. Miss the train. And it's alright to let the land lay follow one more day. It's a great good Lord, almighty way that we all don't miss the train. 'Cause it's alright to let the land lay follow one more day. It's a great good Lord, almighty way that we all don't miss the train. And it's alright to let the land lay follow one more day. It's a great good Lord, almighty way that we all don't miss the train. And it's alright to let the land lay follow one more day.